So got a little chippy there at the end. How'd they kind of stay in it and keep it together? What did you see from them?
From our team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a good response from UNLV to come out and try to fight and disrupt us and do that. I think they did that well. So I think it's important to close out a game, and I think we built ourselves a nice cushion in the first half. I think we could have had a couple more goals in the second half, but I think that the team did a good job, mostly managing it. We got a lot of people on the field playing good minutes and stuff too. So overall, happy with the way it finished. A little bit crazy night, but
The last 10 or 15 minutes of the first half, it seemed that they got back in a little bit. They didn't get a lot of good chances that UNLV did, but they did get back in. Was that just a matter of I think you were putting in some younger players at that point?
Yeah, and also UNLV was playing kind of four in the midfield. We had three, and we were stopping the ball in the middle of the field when we kind of made those changes. So we got a little bit away from our game plan of not playing into their numerical advantage. And in the first half, the first half of the first half, we did a very good job getting the ball on to the wide spaces where they didn't have coverage for their 1v1. So we were very successful out there, and then we kind of slowed that down, didn't get out there as much, and stopped the ball in the middle of the pitch where they had, +1 on us. So I think ultimately that's probably, when we go back and look at the film, that's going to be the big difference of just kind of hanging around where their numbers were for too long, taking too many touches.
And Whitney got some good minutes out there, and she seems to be very vocal.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see from her, especially with our youth?
Yeah, no, she's definitely vocal, good leader, good teammate. She was vocal in her club like all the time, so it's something that we saw in her as a player, and I think has helped her sort of slide right into the team and the team dynamics and get to know people and let people know what she needs and help communicate and kind of earn that trust on the field. But she's a good team player, and she's interested in helping out and making sure everybody has the information they need, the support they need, the cover they need, all that stuff. So I think she does a really good job with that.
So you guys have the next game on
Sunday.
Sunday? Okay. So what gonna be your focus on that for the next?
Well, we'll actually get to scout that team a little bit because they played against GCU tonight. But I think overall it's continuing to build on the stuff that we're building on. We missed a little bit on our build shape and the things that we wanted to do when we were in possession in our defensive third and building into the middle third. So re-going over some of that stuff. I think that's probably going to be a big priority for us, and then kind of reiterating the quality of what we need when we start to make changes and how we want to keep that consistent and continue to play the same style regardless of who's on the field, and just kind of building a little more consistency into that. But other than that, I think we need to do the same stuff again, and I think that's going to be important for our leaders to push the whole group forward and bring that standard for everybody on the second game of the weekend.
So is that all the weirdness that happened around the penalty kick? What did you see from your side on that as far as how your players reacted and dealt with it?
Yeah, I couldn't tell exactly what was happening. I think he was yelling at the other team, they were tussling for position. I wouldn't have minded him giving a yellow card and let's go, because I think you freeze the kicker when you sit there going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth with the defensive team, and that's a tactic, right? So at some point you're getting gamed and you just keep it going. So I think that took too long to take the penalty kick. I think that's smart by UNLV, and I think the ref should have managed that a little bit better.
And Rory, she came out ready.
Mm-hmm.
What you expected from her?
Yeah, I mean, she did a great job. I think she should have had another one right at the beginning of the game. She almost got a volley into the net as well. So I think she was just in the right spots, doing the right work to get where we want to be to score goals. She was producing, held the ball up well, good feet. Her passing was solid. So I think she had a really good first game with us, and hopefully that's a good confidence boost for her, and she continues to grow with each game.
And your youngsters take on that role. What did you see from them that gives you confidence going forward?
Yeah, I think our senior leadership is tremendous. The 6 seniors we have are so solid, great people, really reliable, consistent, communicate beautifully, are hard workers, can grind game in and game out. So I think that they've set a really high standard for the group, and I think that's helped because we are very young. I mean, we have 11 sophomores, and then we have 6 freshmen. So 17 out of 27 players are underclassmen. So it's a real credit to the upperclassmen. I think that the environment, the culture is set. It's youthful, it's playful at times, but it's also no nonsense and get stuff done. So I think those younger players are very, very talented and will continue to grow and have big roles. But I, really take my hat off to the seniors and how they've managed, leading this group so far.
So your two transfers, and we talked during the spring season about these were folks that you had targeted before, and they came through. So would you talk a little bit about what you saw out of them?
Yeah, I think it's a first kind of for the program of like we've been here long enough to have recruited players. They end up going somewhere else, and then if it's not, the best fit for them, we get another shot at them. So prior to that, we weren't getting anybody in the portal that we'd ever recruited. So I think it's just it's a first for the program, and it's the direction we're going in. It's just time, the passage of time. But yeah, we recruited both of those players before, tried to get them, and so when they were in the portal, we were eager to get conversations and get them here and have them meet the team, and we're fortunate that on the second go round they're here with us, and they're very great members of the team already. They're seamless, they fit into everything we're doing. So
Thank you.
sweet, thank you.